What it is, gang, man. Good morning. How about it, drivers? QDZ to double easy. Another episode all about semis. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing good, man. So far, so good. Just jumped out up here at BJ's in Jacksonville. Decided to come out and run the truck around. I'm going to do some local running today. Maybe tomorrow too, depending on how I feel. But I just wanted to put the trailer under it, get it under some loads, run it local before I get out on the road. You know, just to make sure everything is everything. You know what I mean? Good practice once you get your truck out of the shop. You know, make sure that it's good. Run it local. I always advise that. You know, that way you're a little bit more confident when you get out on that highway and get the trucking on down the interstate. Outside of that, though, I wanted to touch a couple things. First off, I want to just give a shout out to a couple people, man, that was just there for me, you know, in my time of crisis. Number one, my homeboy Will, who came and rescued that load for me that I was under and went and delivered it for me. So that helped out tremendously to get that load delivered. So, Will, I appreciate you, aka the Hood Chef. We're gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna put Will information too much out there, you know. Keep it private for him. But lifesaver, man. It's good to have good people, man. Next shout out to my homeboy Johnny, Mr. Johnny, man. It just goes without saying, you just always been there, man. You know, when they dropped my truck and my trailer, I couldn't get my trailer back in my parking spot because obviously my truck was down and it was being towed to the shop. So Johnny came and moved my trailer for me and backed it in to my parking spot so Will could come pick it up and deliver it. And then Johnny's taking me to and fro to pick up the truck when it was done and whatnot, and just great all-around guy, man. And that's why I tell you, man, it's good to network with good people and just have good people in your corner. So I wanted to shout you guys out, man. I appreciate you guys, and like I said, I'm in your depths. Other than that, I'm just plotting out the rest of this year. I'm not sure how I'm going to run. I'm not going to run hard, that's for sure. I'm going to run, but I'm not going to run hard. Going to revamp a few things. Just continue to stack my revenue, and you know, which is something I always do anyway. So I, you know, want you guys to know, you know, how important it is that you got to stack, because again, you know, when you're out here on your own, you know, it's a whole nother animal. And as a matter of fact, you know, I'm probably going to be buying me another truck as soon as all this stuff dies down, because right now truck prices obviously are through the roof. It's not a good time to buy unless I can get something that really lands in my lap that makes sense. Then I'll pull the trigger. But other than that, no. But just for backup purposes, I'm definitely gonna push it up. It always was on the list, but now I see I have to push it a little higher on the priority list. And you know, I'm just going, like I said, this is the good rate time. Generally, we're good through November, December. Sometimes let a little bit in January, but it usually starts tapering off mid-January. Really kind of right after Christmas, but there's different markets that usually taper off around January, and then February is pretty much dried up, and we're just beating the street at that point. So, but however, I'm looking forward to getting a good running start come the new year, and I might even run about good half of this next month, and then just take a little bit off, maybe the week of Christmas, take it off, and um, bring the new year in, and then hit it hard at the beginning of the new year, and see how things play out, man. You know, what you guys seeing out there on these rates, man, and on the spot market, and whatever it is that you're running, what things are looking like out there. I'm curious to know what you guys are seeing. I reached out to a buddy of mine on the Landstar side, and he's been lucking up with some pretty good loads, he told me, and I mean some really good loads, some loads we call unicorn loads, man. One buddy told me, he had it was like a load from like Maryland to like New Jersey, and it was in, 100 miles, a couple 100 miles, or 150, 60 miles or something like that for where he was to where it was going. And I want to say he told me he got $4,000 out of that. So, those some unicorn loads, and I think he's got like 2 or 3 of them back to back. And I did see him. He showed them to me. But I'm not surprised on the Landstar side. You'll get stuff like that on the Landstar side. But yeah, I've seen some really good loads. As a matter of fact, it was another thing that brought me out. The loads that I'm seeing out now, I'm running this is an Uber load, Uber Freight, matter of fact, and I got 2 loads that under my belt, and they're both paying about $23. One's $23 a mile, one's $25 a mile for like 17 miles. So it's like a total of 40 miles. So one is paying I think like $460, and the other one's paying like $425. So, and it's light loads, just some pallets. So I had to, what more better perfect time to jump out on that. Not gonna burn no fuel, and I get to see how the truck's gonna perform. So yeah, so the rates are decent right now. So we're gonna go ahead and rock with it. Like I said, so far the truck's been running great. It feels a lot more solid, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but I'm thinking that oil pressure being higher is I can definitely feel the engine just feels better. And it's crazy because my oil pressure was running at around 50 when it was cold, actually a little over 50 when it was cold, and once it warmed up, it idled down just under around 20 something. But when I would rev it, it would rev up just about a little around 50. But now I rev it, it's way past 50, and I think it's idling at around 27, and it feels better. It literally just feels stronger, if that makes sense. More solid though, just more of a solid feeling and sound. And after when you know your truck, man, I know you guys, some guys out there that know what I'm talking about. That's every little sound, it, and I know it just sounds and feels a lot better. So I'm happy with that. I just wanted to shoot you guys something this morning, so I can get back in the rhythm of get my content back out. And hey, that's it. It's your boy QDZ, and I'm out.